Okay, yeah, so welcome back to Ark Knights. Now I can just focus on like doing the event and stuff because I did all the dailies. Let me just check on my recruit. Like how 2 hours. Yeah, like that's gonna be ready by the time I finish. So yeah, let's continue the event. We only did like 2 stages because of how long the story is, so yeah. Oh, the light, I forgot how bright it is. Oh, yes, only 2. So, and a little like story piece. So let's go and continue on. I kind of need a little refresh on what happened. But I'm gonna remember as we play. Okay. So thanks to healers, archers, mage and support. Okay, that seems fine. Let's go. Oh yeah, over here when the daughter learned what happened. Oh, Fiammetta. Seems like you're in a bit of a mess. None of your business. No need to get worked up. Care to sit down for a cup of tea? Enough of your jokes. Why are you here? Mostima never mentioned you were out on support. You were out support, okay. Well, Weevil didn't give me an official order either. And personally, I'm more than willing to help, yeah? Mostima says there's another group after the little girl, and you already run into them. Is that right? More or less. After I heard from the Notorium home that Ezon cut his signal, I figured you might get intercepted. If you were to get caught out by the enemy, you would end up losing the girl, no? I don't know why Mostima isn't here to help you, but if she's pinned down, I figure I'll be doing her a favor. After all, it's not every day I get the opportunity to have the 2 of you in my debt. A few hopeless stranglers can't stop me. A cautious crew sails for 10,000 years, Fiammetta. Weevil's going to have a hold over you at this rate. Oh, that's a Yanese proverb. In other words, safety is born of caution. Stop trying to show off, Warren. You're so annoying when you talk like that. I'm not kidding. At least got to express my goodwill. The rest is up to you. Or do you perhaps need me to escort you, my sweet Fiammetta? No need. Goodbye, Oren. Oh, he was just gonna leave like that. Execute the resume. Hand over the girl. It is in your best interest to comply. Your name is Fiammetta, right? Senora Fiammetta, I have a request. Let's hear it then. No sudden movements, there's no telling how I might react. I know it was suspicious of me to go against Richard's orders and turn off my terminal, but believe me, I haven't betrayed Laterano. The reason I didn't follow the Hall's exact orders was because I didn't want anything to happen to Cecilia, and I made a promise to her. And how is that my problem? Please, just let me accompany you to the Basilica with Cecilia. If the Lateran wants an explanation for the situation, wouldn't it be more convenient to have me around? You're getting ahead of yourself. If you think you'll be able to influence how the Curia will handle this situation, you'll want to disabuse yourself of that. Going one step further, if you're thinking you could take the girl away if you don't like what the Lateran plans to do with her. Not gonna happen. Not in your wildest dreams. I won't dare. I'm well aware of the Basilica's gun knights. I'm a Lateran executor after all. I was concerned before because I didn't know what was happening with Cecilia, or exactly who was after her. Now that I understand, I will comply with your arrangements. Alright. Your name is Cecilia. Can you walk? As long. Cecilia, I can carry you if you're too tired. I'll carry her. You're too slow. Mr. Ezra, Don't worry, everything will be okay. Spoiler alert, it probably won't be. Knowing how we are just in the, well, not prologue, but like in the first or second chapter of the story. Executor Ezra Pastore went to 7265 via Tervatius in Pagus Stevanus this morning to verify an identity, record a will, and retrieve a patron firearm. Around noon, Hazel appeared in Stevanus Central Hospital, taking in an 8-year-old Sancta girl and departing in an unusual manner. The resident of 7265, via Terravitus Pagos Stevanus Feoria Laporta, died of an illness this morning and the body was moved to the Ecclesiari Quentum. Only one individual is requested to 7265 via Tervaticus, and the Census Pagos also records only one individual residing there. An investigation of 20 years of maintenance records at 7265 via Stop it! Revealed that the basement had been added 7 years ago, with contractor documents indicating that the space would be for storage. This is a file photo of Fioriano Porta and surveillance footage of the ground that Hazel took to the hospital. You must have already reached a conclusion about where the ground came from. Additionally, according to the report submitted by Hazel this morning, Fioriano Porta did not leave a will or an advance directive. The reason is quite clear. She hoped to avoid contact with the notorious home. It is reasonable to infer that Fioria Laporta knew her time was short and sought to secure a future for her daughter. It is currently impossible to determine whether Hazel is the object of Fioria Laporta's entrustment, but based on Hazel's background, the probability is low. Combined with the information sent back by Fiametta, the more likely trustee should be a stray. Mostima, is this the reason you stay behind in the Basilica? Just temporarily. Don't be so uptight, well. Cream puff? Huh, the old geezer enjoying like a cream puff. Fair enough, mate. Oh, so things didn't went to plan. Phew, luckily, we went for the more conservative option. It would have been awkward if Fiametta walked in on me getting rid of the notorious Holmes man. Enough of your excuses. I'd avoid saying too much to that executor if I were you. Cecilia's already on the guy's side. That's just one executor, Patia. Things haven't gotten so out of hand that I need to get personally involved. Plus, I think that executor concerned are simply enough. He found the pity within him to cause his heart to waver and couldn't bear to see the sweet girl suffer. Now that we understand him, it's only a matter of time until he comes over, no violence necessary. If only Fiametta hadn't showed up so soon. That is to say, it's your fault for not stopping Fiametta, Patia. Just kidding. But I do take pity on that one's luck. What was the little old thing? Little old thing is now very complicated. That's what happens when you get ahead of yourself. Is this too a term given to us by the great and mighty Lateran? Are you a believer again? A true believer wouldn't say something like that. Those swords who threaten hardships as trials, they turn it all into a blessing from fate? There are quite a lot of believers like that around the world, around the two of you, aren't there? I'd take them over some serving Sakta like you any day. So, what's the plan now? Once Cecilia gets to the Basilica, is she going to come out again? Do we have some way to take her? One step at a time, but yeah, if you're talking about not wanting Cecilia to step foot in the Basilica, I'm even less inclined than you. But we haven't played our cards, have we? Got tail Fiametta, but not too closely. What about you? I've got plenty on my plate. Just found out that someone's looking for me too. Popularity isn't all it's made out to be, you know. My brain just had a seizure while reading that. Don't go inviting trouble for me. Oh. Back at the Notorium Hall. Alright, looks like the next clue of the chain is clear. What do you plan to do? I will go to him. Even though I have no doubt about your strengths, you're dealing with the well-connected Legatus. It'll look pretty bad if you make something out of nothing. He's involved in this incident. We have to look into this precisely because he's involved, right? Sometimes I envy the way you see things. But what if he doesn't know anything? I need to investigate to be clear. That's true. In any case, the fact that Legatus is involved at all warrants looking into it. What I didn't expect is that Fioria, an ordinary and exclusive sancta, would provide us with so many leads. An undocumented girl, a Legatus, and a Sarkaz. You're leaving? Not even going to say goodbye? Well, alright then. Now that you're gone, don't blame Joran, I can't stop Federico. I'm putting a report for you. That's about all I can do. Oh, another one who is like involved in this shit. Okay, let's see how this one unfolds. She's asleep. She's exhausted. You mentioned that you made her a promise. What was it? That I help her find her mother. Her mother? Wait, didn't Musma say in the message that her mother is... Yes, dead. Saw the body with my own eyes in the back of Ecclesia Requentum's hearsay. Then, why do you promise her that? I didn't know at the time. And then, did you tell her? I did, but at her age I'm not sure she understands the concept of passing on or death. Must have been tough for you. And don't look so upset. I don't think the Pope will treat the girl too harshly. Her name is Cecilia. Senora Fiammetta. Just Fiammetta is fine. Miss Fiammetta, I was thinking, after Cecilia goes to the Basilica, will she ever come out again? I can't promise you anything. By the way I see things, all else aside, she has a halo that makes her a sancta. And when dealing with sancta, all must obey the commandments, be it the Lateran, Curia, or the Notorium Hall. At least, that's what I believe. Even if she's undocumented. Is that really the main issue? Who knows? Might be possible to get her registered retroactively. But there's something wrong with Cecilia's halo. I'm not entirely sure how serious this whole mixed blood sancta issue gets, but at least the legatos implied that Cecilia would be fine. A lot of foreign envoys have been gathering in Laterano lately, right? His Holiness has been preparing a major summit. I can't help but worry that Cecilia will be a target of someone trying to stir up trouble. Sounds like you really thought this one through. Coming from the other angle, what would the Lateran Curia do to prevent that from happening? Miss Fiammetta, I don't know if I should even be thinking about these things. But I can't just not think. You'll have to pardon me for being blunt. But what's the point of worrying about all this? Is there any part of it you can actually control? If you know that Cecilia is in danger, then you should also understand that for Cecilia, the Basilica is the safest place on Earth. You are right. Sorry, I fell asleep. Did we wake you? No, I just... Basil, is that your stomach growling? Want me to buy you a donut, Cecilia? Donut? Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Hazel. Don't worry, I'll go for it. I need a break. My arms are sore from carrying her around. There's no way I can handle her long term, alright? But don't do anything stupid, Hazel. I've got my eye on you. You still don't trust me? Oh, and turn on your terminal. You're not allowed to have it off. Yeah, I know. Mr. Hazel, that lady was so mean to you before. I'm scared. Don't worry, Cecilia. She's not a bad person. Mr. Hazel, can't I go see Mama? Can't I even say goodbye to her? Well, we need to take you somewhere else first, so you can be safe. As for your Mama, I'll tell you about her later. Let me think about it first. Is that okay, Cecilia? Do you hear that? Hear what? Someone is singing. Let's see. Oh, you're right. It seems to be coming from the cotton candy cart. But I'm surprised you could hear it with all the noise on the street. You really have good hearing, Cecilia. It's because I recognize that song. Mama taught it to me. I can't go off on my own, right? It's okay. We can't go over there, but I can get the cotton candy cart to come over here. Excuse me. Oh, Serene Peddler. Is someone calling us? You really like that song, don't you? Hey, there really is someone hearing us. Let's head over there. If you can't get any info, let's at least make some money. Alrighty. Hello. Oh, hello, little girl. Would you like some cotton candy? Yes. We'll get 2, or actually 3 sticks. This flavor here, this one here, and then the swirl. Is that alright? No problem. 3 sticks coming right up. Excuse me, what's the name of that song you were singing earlier? Mama taught me the same song, but never told me what it's called. Huh? Your mama taught you the song? Excuse me, the cotton candy. The cotton candy is coming out. Ah, I'm so very sorry. Just give me a moment. Hold on. The compartment's about to overflow. Let me help you. Sorry. Your head, Scott. Oh, a sarcasm. Oh. Wait, don't get the wrong idea. She's Caprini. Miss? Your horns look just like Papa's. Are you also a sarcasm? Oh shit. Oh shit. Put it back on. I'm little Missy, you've got it all wrong. A sarcasm infiltrating Laterano. Are you also after Cecilia? Oh, what happened, Hazel? Miss Fiammetta, this particular individual is a sarcasm. But there's another sentence that I dare not say. Guess we have no choice, now that it's come to this. I wanted to voice my opinion on something, but I didn't get to. Oh! Wait, what? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Okay, we're fighting. Okay, I can fight while fight. I can brain. I can talk while fighting. Is it that hard to take the little lass like to see her mother's body? I can know it might not be the best option. Okay, while this unit's on the ammo stack become long range and deals splash damage. Shit, okay. Okay. Oh, was it so laggy though? Okay. Okay, that is kinda sick. Yeesh! Okay, it's that. Okay, that could be rough. I hope they don't reload. Oh shit! That could have been bad. Okay, I'm getting the hang of some mechanics. Okay, that's gonna be fun, isn't it? Okay. Heal. Okay. Yeah, let's deal with that. Okay. Okay, so I have to take care of those almost immediately. I take it you need like me just to deal with that. Okay. Okay, I can't, but you can. Okay, also, because it's probably not gonna reach that. Let's. Okay, I don't know what to do. Okay, let's just ship you down. Can that reach? Yes, it can. Okay, go blast. Yep, magic! Do I need a long range caster for those? Okay, nicely done. I didn't finish my sentence, did I? Because like I got interrupted by the... Or my fault, because I got interrupted by the purchase. Like, why not take the little lady to see her mother off? Like, she's gonna have to learn eventually. And maybe like she can have a heart from like farewell now, then like regret it later that she wasn't able to see like her mother's body for a last time. Okay, back to the story. They're trying to run. Not on my watch. Oh, kaboom. Oh, uncover you, run. Interesting, a pair blocking an attack from a sarcasm. Neither of you is getting away. Hazel, you stay put. Don't you even think about... No funny business, I know. The terminal zone, Miss Fiametta. Trust me, all I care about ensuring Cecilia's safety. Change of plans, you can't stay here. Take Cecilia to Basilica right now. It's more dangerous for us to stay in the open like this. Let's go, Cecilia. Huh? Aren't we going to the big statue? This is the wrong way. We're taking out a detour. What's a detour? It means we're going somewhere else right now. De quasi requento. A sarcasm. I plan to ask Miss Fiametta for a favor after we reach the Basilica. To have a high-ranking executor look after her, or the Pontifica cohorts to protect her, and confirm that Cecilia poses no threat for Matalano. To let Cecilia see her mother Fioria one more time before she's interned. But a sarcasm? Okay, let me just check one thing. Yeah, I spot on my monitor by now. If Cecilia's father is a sarcasm, then she should also be a sarcasm. And yet she still has a halo. I might be dreaming. If Cecilia was nothing more than another's exception. But she's a sarcasm. How could a sarcasm with a halo be allowed to leave the Basilica? Even if the rest doesn't befall her, how would she ever be allowed to leave? Even if it gets me expelled from the Notorian home, I have to try. I must bring Cecilia to the Ecclesia Requentum. And at least let her say goodbye. Oh, my man. Like, if I was there, I would cover you. I mean, it might not be much help, but at least stop her for like a second. You can't run. She's gaining on us. What do we do? What do we do? We can't shake her. Oh. This is all my fault. That librarian is not going to let us get away. Run, I'll hold her off. But, hurry. Stand back. Oh, what was that? And 2, 1. You're not getting away again. Show yourself right now. Ooh, Anduin. I truly cannot understand why His Holiness would adopt such a hands-off attitude towards the stray. Can you tell me, Mostima, since the two of you are well acquainted? Not gonna talk about that with you. That's awfully petty of you. I managed to keep him from killing me, only for you to very nearly do me in. Hard to forget something like that. And that's the reason you always wear a hat in front of me. Doesn't it get uncomfortable? I've been like that for this long already. Oh yeah, doesn't she have horns as well? For this long already, it's just a hat. And as for you, you should probably let sleeping beasts lie. Do you resent me, Mostima? Laterano has always needed a Lateran courier to keep things going, and that's always rubbed some people the wrong way, so I don't really care. I think we have a little misunderstanding. That few fallen angels remain in the church has nothing to do with the church itself, but rather the sancta nature of those fallen angels. My attitude may be very peculiar, but do you not deem yourself an aberration? Oh, fuck off, bitch. Considering the way you're talking to me, aren't you afraid I'll become one of those regular fallen angels? If that was a possibility, I wouldn't be talking to you that way in the first place. Fine, let's talk business first. When's Fiametta getting transferred? Nothing's good gonna come out for sticking to me. Shouldn't you be asking her instead? Brought it up before, no good? And you think I'd have a better shot? Looks to me like the convenient part of power is you get to ignore what other people want. There's a price to be paid for that, so let's hear it. Why do you want Fiametta transfer? She said she was my escort, and you guys not curious to what as to what needs escorting? Of course, there are some who think she's a warden or jailer to a fallen angel like me. Why do they call them fallen angel? Like, just because they are half-breed, that's... I don't know why, it makes me just so furious. Like, fuck off. And I don't know the first thing about Fiammetta. I'm just the bait she's using to get at Andonian. I'm sure she'd be terribly hurt if she heard you say that. Alrighty, I'll try saying it another way. The bait is the lock and key I'm carrying on my back. And what's wrong with letting Fiammetta do as she pleases? If she can get rid of Andonian or even capture him and bring him back to the Basilica, I'd be very pleased. Or are you saying that even the two of you together can't catch Andonian? What about the top of... It's gonna be like ready at around 9 or so, so like I don't wanna like speed it up for 2 hours. I can just wanna let it like do its thing and then like see what I get. Not necessarily, as long as Andonian is still fixated on the rocket key, he can't escape. But let me think. What if Andonian has already found another path? What really sucks is I've moved on. Lemuel has moved on, maybe even Andonian has moved on, but Fiammetta is still trapped in that rainy night 8 years ago. There's no way I could bring that up with Fiammetta. And it's times like these where I start to miss the good old empathy. Oh wait, Fiammetta is a library anyway, wouldn't do me any good. This conversation sure brings me back. What? Are you here to share the wisdom of the one who walks that path? If you allow me to exercise my authority as an elder. By all means. Do you remember what you said to me 8 years ago? I don't want to ruin the moment we're having, but... Sorry, Your Holiness, I can't say that I do. It was... No, I still have things to do, and people to protect. Evil's impression of me is making my skin crawl. Sorry, what couldn't hear you over the noise in here. How bloody dare you? I said, like, it's gonna be, like, finished at around 9 PM, 9:10, so I'm gonna let it, like, just finish on its own and then, like, get the thing. I don't wanna, like, speed it up for 2 hours. You weren't willing to let me choose for you, so why now do you need to choose for Fiammetta? Each must find her own path. She must find it and then traverse it. Well, this is my same answer to you. I don't like the Pope, like he seems like fishy. I don't trust him. We're almost there, Cecilia. I'm sorry I'm so slow, Mr. Hazel. The sun is about to go behind the mountain. You're doing a great job. Even though we can't use public transit, we're almost off the plate. If we're as strong as Miss Fiammetta, you wouldn't have to work so hard. It's okay, actually. Mama took me out once and we went somewhere far away from home, just like here. But won't Miss Fiammetta find out that we sneaked out here? If she's only looking for a terminal signal, then hopefully that will buy me a little bit of time. The important thing is that we're here. Is this where Mama went? Cecilia, I've been thinking about how to explain this to you for a long time. Peoria, your mama, is here, but she's also not. I have no way of letting you see your mama again, but at least you'll be able to say goodbye to her here. Mr. Hazel, I don't think I get what you're saying. If she's here but she's also not, does that mean she went somewhere else? Where did she go? Let's head in first. Oh, church. Oh no. Oh Lord, no. Can I get out of here immediately? I need to run. Before my father passed away, he always hoped there would be nothing but smiles at his funeral. That we'd see no tears, but... If I may, I believe... oh, Purist, that's her. If I may, I believe what your esteemed father truly wished was for you not to fall into grief over his passing. Whether through tears or laughter, if that is your way of sending him off, then I'm sure he will gladly accept your sentiment. Thank you, Senora Pures. Allow me to accompany you around the flower fields outside. Mr. Hazel, that lady also said that her father passed away. Yes, people who pass away won't come here. Nope, nope, I refuse. No, nope, you won't see that movie like ever. People who are alive come to send them off, and after that, they carry on to the wishes of the person who passed away and continue on with life. Then, what about the people who passed away? What do they do? Maybe they're watching us from up high in the sky. So we won't be able to see them again because they went into... So we won't be able to see them again because they went into the sky? Ah, my fruit. Cecilia, this is for you. This is Mama's guardian gun. Yes. My mama and papa were both executors for the Notorious home. I didn't see them much when I was little, and this was my Nono who raised me. Nono really loved his gun, and he'd tell me stories about his younger days every time he polished it. He told me about the battles he fought, his friends, how he met my Nona, yeah, and the embarrassing things my papa did as a kid. When I saw my Nona's gun, I would think back to the stories he told me. Later, my Nono passed away. I was only a little older than you are now. An executor from the Notorious home came and took away his guardian gun, just like how I was supposed to take away your mama's gun. Hazel slowly crouches down and places Furia's gun in Cecilia's hand. She lowers his head and looks at her mother's patron firearm. Hazel gently holds Cecilia's hand. Warm drops of water fall into the body embossed floral pattern of the patron firearm's grip, connecting into a little pool in the young girl's palms. Mr. Hazel, why am I crying? I water the plants in the backyard every week, just like my Nona had taught me. When they blossomed, I was very happy and called for him to come and see. But it was only when I called for him that I realized he wasn't there anymore. I would never see my Nona again, or his gun. Death is the last goodbye you will ever say to someone. But to say goodbye is to overcome death. For there to be a goodbye, the living must move forward while the dead stay behind. A goodbye is the longing that the living have for the dead. It is proof that the dead lived. Oh, like a priest. Oh, Friar. And that is why we must say goodbye. Oh, who is Friar? Nicely done, everyone. Okay, to chapter 4. Oh, training. Don't forget, this sort of thing happens all the time over a time of Gelato. Stop both allied and enemy units from fight for control over this device. Restore SP of surrounding allies. Oh, so more casting. Skill points. Oh la la, let's start. Oh, we have most demand. Excuse me, oh no. Okay. Oh, there's more people that they said they would be. There would be. There's even got Kumi? Kami? I don't know. These are our Materano exclusive gelato stops. Which are these? Able to continuously restore SP to surrounding operators. Brilliant! Standing in the gelato stop vicinity lets me use my skills even faster. Okay. Sorry about that. We can't let them take over this one, right? Yes. Careful, these are the Pathfinder's shock force. They'll prioritize attacking gelato stops and they'll deal extra damage to them. Genki dashite! Oh my lord. Why don't we stop them? After a gelato stop is destroyed by the enemy, it deals hard damage to all surrounding allied operators and also stun them. Oh shit. And on the flip side, if allied unit defeat opposing gelato stops, it will deal hard damage and stun all surrounding enemies. Okay, do we have to wait for it to like heal up before we can destroy it? Interesting. Genki daste. After Gelato stop, go for a brief intermediate state. Then function as normal again. But hasn't it gone in love? Correct, after being destroyed by the enemy, Gelato stops from restore SP to enemies instead. After obtaining SP, enemies can use their skill again right away. This is awful, we have to capture the Gelato's work back. Don't worry, our reinforcements have arrived. And annihilate, eliminate. Oh shoot. Some of the Pathfinders are equipped with special armor skills. Whether they possess special armor, they lose their skill. Okay. How do we take this over? Oh, there we go. Go excuse. Can do it. Okay, not bad. Oh, she's on skill 1 or what? Okay. Yep, mages are good against those. Apple pie! Okay, not bad at all. I thought I missed a few, but I guess that's a job well done. Yep. Nicely done, everyone. Okay, and now we go to GA4. Tum 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 pam 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 pam. Okay. Onward. You look horrible. Did you pull an all-nighter? He's back. I saw it, and it couldn't have been anyone else. That light, it was Andonian's heart. So that's why you vanished in a puff of smoke yesterday afternoon. He came to you directly, though. He wasn't there for me. When I was bringing the mixed blood girl back to the Basilica, I bumped into a Sarkas. A Sarkas? Now, sometimes, and in broad daylight on the street of Materano, too. That's right, I went after Sarkas and told Tezon to take the girl back to the Basilica. I chased the Sarkas on the way to the edge of Pago's Faber, but Dwayne covered for her with his arts and she got away. As for Azon, I thought he'd have made it to the Basilica by the evening. But he never made it. This is his terminal. It was stuck at the bottom of a vehicle transporting envoys. Huh, our trainee is kid's good enough actor to fool you. I doubt he was acting, though it's true that I don't understand why he did it. Maybe Anduin kidnapped him too. Fiametta, I think you really ought to calm down a little. I am calm. I'm calmer than I've been in the last 8 years. But none of you ever told me what happened the day after I left. It was a simple mop-up mission, and it went so much better than we expected. All I did was answer a call for backup. I left the rest to you for 4 hours. And by the time I got back to the ruins, it was all too late. I've already told you everything I could. What exactly did he get from the locking key that gave him the nerve to do that to Lemuel? I would tell you if I could, but I don't know myself. Fiametta, this is Laterano, the Lateran Basilica. We aren't running around ruins in the wilds of Castle anymore. You need to get some rest, Fiametta. How about I help you apply some leave? If you don't use your annual leave, it just expires. Are you serious? The conference is in 2 days, and Anduin brought the Sarkas here to Laterano to kidnap a mixed blood Sancta girl. He might have even attacked an executor. I really let my guard down this time. The Sarkas clearly knew the way around Pago's Faber. They must have infiltrated Laterano a long time ago. What is the maniac planning this time? I'm serious, calm down. The old man's already heard about the Astray, and so has Weevil. I was working in the Basilica yesterday too, not that I like to think of meetings as work. In any case, Laterano is really not in as much danger as you think. Anduin is just Sancta. He's not a monster with 6 eyes and 4 arms. If you really want— no, foreshadowing. If you really want to take him on, go lie down for 2 hours. We'll talk to Lemuel after this. Looks like you're not completely out of it just yet. back to the priest. Did you get enough rest last night? I'm very well rested, thank you. Thank you for taking us in, Senior. The Ecclesia Requentum's doors are always open as long as you don't find it too depressing. After all, both the living and the dead visit this place. Given the circumstances, we're fortunate enough to have a roof over our heads. Speaking of which, where is Cecilia? The girl you brought with you. The sisters told me she slept very well last night. She must have been exhausted. She's had a long day. Mr. Reason, Mr. Priar, good morning. Good morning, Cecilia. You're full of energy today. Yeah, we have stuff to do. I asked Miss Freer to help me with something. He told me that there's a ceremony for the family of the dead to say their goodbyes. I want to say goodbye to Mama. We'll hold a funeral for Miss Theoria. I see, a funeral. It's both a way to pay the dead a respect and for us to find closure. I'll help you, Cecilia. Allow me to thank you again, Senior. No, not at all. It is my honor, actually. There is nothing more beautiful than finding the courage to take a step forward. She's still young, and already she's saying farewell to a loved one. Not many grown men can handle this journey she's about to take. May I come in? Oh, it's you at last. Please, come in, she's here. Oh no! It's a singing cotton candy lady. Oh. You... Put your gun now. This is a heartfelt reunion. It is no different from the countless emotional meetings that have taken place across the land. I knew it, it's you. Cotton candy lady, I didn't get to talk to you yesterday. Actually, really wanted to, but I don't know why. Everyone started to fight. Your horse looked just like Papa. So pretty. I wish I had horse like Papa too. I'm jealous. Huh. Really? But your halo is very pretty. So bright that I sometimes can't sleep at night. It helps me read storybooks though. Cotton candy lady, are you from the same place as Papa? Why can't Papa live in the city? Why aren't the other Sarkas in Laterano? Oh, my name is Cecilia. Hello, Cecilia. Call me Rosalia. Prayer. Why is there a Sarkas here? Sarkas? No Sarkas have ever been allowed to set foot in the holy Lateran city. But then, what is Cecilia? Let's go, give them some space. What are you people trying to accomplish? We're only seeking our path forward. Oh, good morning, guide. Salutations, guide. May God bless you and keep you, guide. What? No. They call you their guide. I don't presume to be any sort of guide or leader. You may call me by my name. Anduin. Oh. If being a leader helps my brothers and sisters feel at ease and points them in the direction, then I am willing to serve as their guide, that's all. I hope that's all it is. I know what you're thinking. The mastermind of the heretical cult, working in the shadows of Laterano to lead the citizens astray. A man plotting a shocking conspiracy during this important conference that the city spent so much time to prepare. No, we wish only to throw open the doors. To those who are rejected, harmed, insulted, and desecrated. The Ecclesia Requentum will open its doors to them all. But both you and I are angels. They are not. The sacred cathedral and churches of the Sancta have no place for them. Look at this old man. Dursus hammering away at the coffin. He lost his family, his friends, his land, and his home during the war. What does he have to rely on? To believe in? Where can he find comfort and salvation? After a long journey, he made his way to Laterano, the land of peace and radiance he heard about from passing travelers. But what did this place offer him? How did the glorious Lateran city treat this foreigner, who had long been a toy of fate's cruelty? See the Caprini woman watering the herbs. She was branded a whore and a blasphemer for offending a noble, only barely escaping her home when it was set alight, or burned down. All she wanted was peace and quiet. Or if fate would allow her a bit of luxury, a brief moment of leisure and joy every now and then, do you think the saints in the basilica will think her their sister? To these men and women, our glorious Lateran citizens might perhaps offer them a sympathetic smile, perhaps even passionately hear their woes, maybe even open up their wallets to show their kindness virtue. Yet, to the Sancta, all of this will always be somebody else's problem. As for the Sarkas, the cursed devils, the crafty devils, the devils have never had a choice. Our hatred of them has lasted thousands of years. For as long as history books go back, the Sancta and the Sarkas have been slaughtering one another. The origin of this conflict is long gone. Our mutual hatred has become common sense. Father and son slay father and son, sister murdered sisters. The Sarkas attack Sancta caravans for sport, while the Sancta shoot their Sarkas enemies through the chest with greatest pride. We are only ever concerned with how we see them, yet we are never interested how they see us. Vengeance for vengeance grew into custom, and those customs eventually became tradition. But if you are willing to spend the night with them under the same roof, you will find that their joys and sorrows are no different from ours. They rejoice when reunited, they weep when one passes, they tease their friends, they grow bashful when they fall in love. Some of them love drink, others love songs, some of them even chose to dedicate their lives to their faith. How are they any different from us? In Laterano, even the most devout Liberi friars who carefully follow the Church's teaching, who dutifully carry out their tasks in each ceremony, even those who are made saints and created cardinals. The Church has never truly accepted them. The Liberi are the only ones to lend a helping hand. They are tools to be used in the Church's day-to-day affairs. They don't have halos, which means they are unchosen, they are unsancta. Laterano is a place of peace and beauty, a place full of joys and laughter, but only we are deserving for this grace. What are you saying? It's apostasy. Young executor, let me ask you, why? Why are the Sancta the only ones allowed happiness? You know who Cecilia is? Been known for years. She's the child of a Sancta and a Sarkas. If grace actually existed, she would be it. So you're trying to kidnap Cecilia now because of the conference? We are not concerned with the conference at all. We came to take Cecilia now because as a child she should be by her mother's side. As soon as we are done with what we came here for, we will leave Laterano. What are you trying to accomplish? You seem very tense. First things first, we must hold the funeral for Cecilia's mother. Do you see the place up ahead, with all the followers? That's where the gravesite is. Tomorrow, that's where Theoria will be buried. They're equal. If all are equal when they pass, then so should they be when they live. I mean, yeah, but I don't trust you, mate. You sound like a terrorist. Like, just speaking of the higher good and stuff without, like... I don't have anything to show for it. Come out. Oh! Executor Federico. Your Excellency, if I may ask, did you provide the Sarkas with a path to infiltrate Laterano? If indeed you did, I would be required to take you to the relevant tribunal of the Lateran Curia for questioning. What makes things so difficult between us? I suggest you cooperate with the Notorian Hall. Should you resist arrest, regulations stipulate that I can and will temporarily suspend your rights as a Lateran citizen. How exactly do you explain this encounters of ours with canon laws and teachings? Should we interpret it as a test, or does it mean we have lost our way? Or perhaps losing our way is part of the test? Oh, there's more of these. It is clear that you are resisting arrest. Unfortunately, this encounter will not be resolved peacefully. So we fight. With all our might. Let's go. Okay, so now I have to think about defending. Do I have an advantage? Oh no, not yet. Oh yes, I do. Okay, how about the magic trick? Okay. Okay, I kinda feel like this needs to go like this. fuck. Okay, I feel like I have to... Okay. Can I reach? Yes. Actually, I can. Let's go. Oh fuck. Actually. Stop. Right there, you criminal scum. Okay, let's go. Okay, actually... Yes, go here. I need mages to deal with that. Let's go, everyone. Oh shoot, fuck. Oh fuck, come on. I messed up, brother. They didn't have a healer. Oh shoot, that wasn't enough for healing either. That's kinda rough. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be rough. Oh shoot. Push. Push. Okay, go. Okay. Okay, let's go with all that damage. Okay, actually, sorry, Blaze, you ain't doing much there, so let's have you here. Oh, come on. It doesn't reach, actually, come on. Okay, kaboom. There we go. There we go. Nicely done. Tell me more. Oh, be careful with the candle. Don't get burnt. Can't mess up the shape. It won't look pretty. I need to make it look nicer for Mama. Alright, I've told you a lot already. It's so boring adventures and the same old day-to-day life, as for custom in the legends. It's kind of embarrassing to say, but none of us have ever been. Custom is to the Sarkas like what Matrano is to the Sancta, right? It's the Sarkas' homeland. Everyone's gotta be very happy. There are cotton candy food trucks, right? And oh, poor child. And candy stores too. There are lots of happy Sarkas on the street, all of them saying hi to each other. Maybe it could be like that one day. Why don't we talk about you instead, Cecilia? What are your Papa and Mama like? I don't actually know. I haven't seen Papa that many times. Every time we went to see him, Mama did a lot of work to prepare, as we always left, and we always left at night. We walked very far to the forest. We met him in the forest, and he wore a big cape, like he hurried to us from somewhere far away. I don't actually remember what he looks like very well, but I remember his horns. They're white and straight, and they twinkle bright under the moonlight. He took me by my hand and walked around the forest. He told me the names of the trees and how old they were. It gets very quiet at night outside the city. You don't even hear foul beasts. But I was never scared. He grabbed my hand so tight, it kinda hurt, but I didn't say anything. Every time we saw each other, he looked like he was even happier than I was. And he also looked a little nervous. When I got tired, Mama would carry me on her back and take me home. When I looked back, Papa would be there under the big tree. He kept looking at us. Even after he got very far away, he was still standing there. Your Mama and Papa are both wonderful people. Mama's amazing. She knows how to do everything. Look, this is Mama's guardian gun. Hazel gave it to me. Mama said that Papa couldn't beat her in the fight if he tried. She always let Papa win, but I know Papa's really amazing too. Cecilia, when I say wonderful, it probably doesn't mean the same thing as what you mean by amazing. Really? I'm sure Papa and Mama are both wonderful and amazing. Mama never told me how she met Papa though. Every time I asked her, she would start talking about something else. Why didn't she want to tell me? You're still a kid. There are a lot of other, more important things. Do you like watching tea brew? When I was your age, I loved looking at brewing tea. The water would get darker and darker by the second. Rosalia, the way you're talking about something else now is just like Mama. I may look like I don't know a lot, but actually I know a little. I ran all around the city yesterday, but I didn't see any Sarkas beside you. Sarkas aren't supposed to come to Laterano, are they? That's why Papa and Mama shouldn't be together. No, I mean, there's somebody who doesn't want him to be with Mama, right? No, there's no such thing as two people who shouldn't be together. All this will change, and it won't be too long from now. It will happen. Love isn't a crime. I understand. That's why we are here. And when the day comes, can I walk around Laterano all I want? Of course. I won't have to hide in my room anymore. I can visit all the candy stores in Laterano one at a time. Just once. You can go as many times as you want. Wow, I want the day to come soon. I want to grow up soon. Right, maybe if you grow up soon, it'll just... No, Cecilia, there's no hurry. When I was your age, I also thought that growing up would solve everything. Spoiler alert, it doesn't solve anything, it just gives more problems. But when I finally grow up, growing up is very, very, very tough, Cecilia, and it will be even harder for you. The burden that you carry on your shoulders... No, never mind. You're still a kid. Let's not think about that. Even though everyone grows up... Right, we don't have a choice but to grow up. Rosalia, who has been smiling the whole time, suddenly seems somewhat lonely all of a sudden. She looks out of the chapel's window at the graveyard outside. It's full of blooming flowers, and in the distance, the tall statue is in the center of the Lateran city makes a faint impression. She starts humming a song, sorrowful but a hint of hope. Oh, that song! You hummed it yesterday too! When Mama taught me that song, she said she didn't know the words anymore, so she always just sang it with la-la-las. But I really like how it sounds. What is the song actually about? This is a Sarka song. It's about a hero who's about to go on a journey to do something really amazing. And that's why everyone sang this song to say their goodbyes and send him on his way, hoping he'll come back safely. The hero of the song is going somewhere far away to fulfill his dreams. It may be a long journey, but he will certainly... And I get interrupted. Oh, shame. Mr. Hazel, Mr. Pryor. What are you chatting about? Good day, guide. Nothing important, just told stories about the Sarkas and a few trivial topics. I'm having fun. I've never talked to someone too long. Mr. Hazel, did you pick these flowers? Yes, I thought we could extract the flowers' fragrance and give the candles a little scent. Fragrance can help guide the departed in the right direction. That's so nice. Thanks, Mr. Hazel. Actually, I'm a little scared. When I say goodbye to Mama at the funeral, that's going to be the last goodbye, right? Does that really mean I can't see her anymore? Not even on holidays, not even once in a long while, like Papa. Even if I just want her to pat my head. Even if there's still a story about an angel and a burden piece that she hasn't finished telling me. Cecilia. Tonight's the last time, Cecilia. I'll stay with you in your mama's room tonight, okay? All of us will be there. You won't be alone. Asarka is watching over a Sancta child and her mother. The candlelight may be feeble, but it too can light up the path to the other side. I don't trust that man. He's fishy. Oh, we're back at the hospital. My man, we're here to see you. We brought you some dessert. A fruit tart I swiped from the basilica. Welcome, by the way, that cactus looks disgusting. That's your girl, Lemon. You've got fine eyes. Do you really miss me so much that you have to visit every day? We could come to see you every hour, if that's what you want. Trying to curry favor, are you, Mustima? And you, Fiammetta? That's a terrible smile, if I ever seen one. Did something happen? It's Anduin. You ran into him? We encountered the Sarkas who had infiltrated Laterano, and when I was chasing her, I saw his origini marks firsthand. I see. It's good that you aren't hurt. My man, are you sure you're okay here? This is a normal hospital if He's paid me a visit already. What did you just... A silence descends upon the room. My man looks at the flowers on the table. The way you two talk about him is like you're talking about a picnic you had over the weekend. Lemon, I'm not mad about you, but whether we talk about him, you and Mustima too, each and every time, whether I bring it up, you two always have the same look. Whether I see that expression in your faces, it makes me think, maybe it wasn't him who went crazy that day, that I lost my mind. We felt it, it's so... Your Sancta, hive mind again? Fine, you felt what he felt. Why did you point your gun at him then? That has nothing to do with this. It didn't matter how out of if he was. I couldn't let him take the lock and key. What about after that? You felt because of him. Does that not bother you? Remo, and it was his arts that put you in the hospital. You fell into a coma for 5 whole years. Does that not bother you at all? Fiammetta, trust me, I'm on your side. It's just that I could really feel... I don't want to hear that word anymore. Do you think I'm mad about all of this for no good reason? Of course not, I understand. Right, of course. All of you understand. I'm the only one who doesn't. And she runs away. Oh no, that's not how you solve problems, darling. Hey, Fiammetta. That's not how you solve problems. Fiammetta! Shimmering Vigil! You want me to bash your face in? Listen to me. I've got something to say to you, Mustima. Oh, nice art. Sweet. I'm done with your stinking Sancta already. Your empathy, the way you understand each other. I don't want to hear any of it. Did those heroes like fry your angel brains? You and Lemon almost died in those rooms. Why aren't you angry? Why aren't you mad? Why am I the only one? The only one who's mad? Don't give me that arrogant smile and that nothing matters attitude. You had to leave Laterano and drift all across the world. Bum out in the boonies. Whose fault do you think that was? I followed you all the way to Victoria, to Lithuania, Sargon, Jan. What do you think this was for? You, Lemon, Anduin, our team. There was a time when we trusted each other. What kind of god almighty reason does he have anyway? What gave him the right to betray our trust? And what gave you two the right to understand him? Why should I have to understand him? Do you know how much I miss those days? All those times we finished a mission after all those close calls. All those times Lemon took us out to drinks. All those times we tried out the new desert shops. Even those times he fixed our reports. What gave him the right to ruin it all? Those days mean a lot to me. So they were working together. I had a hunch, but I wasn't sure. I understand. Why do you keep repeating like you're repeating the phrase she hates the most? I don't just fucking say I understand. Lateran irises. Oh, enemies. They grow only in the... Oh, no, flowers. Never mind. They grow only in the central garden of St. Marcel, the Sunset Chapel, and the Ecclesia Requentum in Stevenus. Yes? Come on, we'll go together. You're my warden. Better make sure I'm not hurt on the job. Oh, so they found out where they are. Oh. Okay, was it 2 chapters? Like, I swear to God, my poor throat. Okay, let me check. Just... No, not that. I wanted to check. This. Sweet. Some more of those. Nice, nice, nice. G6, G7, G8. Okay, so there's 8 stages, so I'm like halfway there. Ooh. Okay, wanna do like 2 more? Oh wait, is it 8? That's gonna be 1 more hour, like surely. So 5, 6, 7, 8. If there is no intermission, that is. It's a map. Okay, let's go. Let's have some fun. My throat hurts though, I'm not gonna lie. And we're back at the chapel. How deep are we? Reckon we should dig a little more? There'll be a wasteland here sooner or later. It's not like you could stick wheels under the graves. Folks want to leave behind some traces of their lives after they die, but it's all a pointless dream, sadly. Might as well ask for a cremation and have some ashes scattered in the wilderness. That would put us out of a job though. True enough. If you ask me, graves aren't for the dead, it's for the living who need these things. The ceremonies and the big chunks of rocks that goes on top of them. Those are the things that folks say their goodbyes to before starting anew. Until it's their turn to bite the dust. Ay ay ay. The preparations for the ritual are almost complete. I'm not sure. I don't feel so good today. Mama, Mr. Frere, I was really happy yesterday. Rosella told me about lots of fun stuff. We prepared for the funeral together, and it felt like I was doing something for Mama. But we're done with everything now. What comes next? I think I worked really hard for Mama. But can Mama see all this? Does all of this really mean something? Mr. Frere, have you gone through this a lot? When it happens during the funeral, what should I do? And what do I do once it's over? Right, the funeral. You're still young, but I don't want to hide anything from you. We do a lot of things for others, but in the end, we do it for ourselves. Cecilia, this isn't selfishness, rather it means that ultimately, everything that the living do is to mold and shape themselves. We hold funerals to say our goodbyes to when our loved ones leave us, but it's also a respite for ourselves. It's a way to mark the road that we've trodden. Many grown-ups use this as a way to find peace, but whether they truly find it, or indeed anything, isn't the fault of the funeral itself. It's really up to us, after we go through the thing. Once we're done looking back and resting, we must keep going forward. But where do we go after that? That is something you need to ask yourself, Cecilia. This is a question that only you can answer yourself, and it's a question that both you and I, and everyone must answer in our lifetime. Ask myself. Only you can find the right way forward for yourself, and it is only with your own 2 legs that you can walk that path. What about you, Mr. Frere? You know so much. What is your road like? I can't answer you that. I'm afraid I can't even say I found it. It's a tough search and a sad journey. It makes you wonder if the way forward even truly exists. But I haven't given up, and that is why I and my brothers and sisters call ourselves the Pathfinders. Oh, is it like a mini reunion or what? Oh, Hazel, Hazel, what are you gonna do? Huh? Candelabra or candelabra? Where does one find? Something's there. That my berry from the hospital. Patia was it? And I got to Skondoran too. Oh. I really don't get it. What is that guy even doing? Watch your words, Zoran. This is the perfect time to act. There are lots of other things we could be doing besides wasting our time on a funeral. And I thought you were close to the girl's mother. How cold-blooded are you? I'd already made my decision when I told Anduin about Cecilia. She's capable of knocking the city off its godly throne. That also means she can shake the saint who's always hiding behind the red and gold curtain, the plenty of others besides. What is he talking about? Oh, I spat on my mic. Good job, Rama, good job. I have to clean that later. A Sancta wants to bring down his only city with the help of a mixed blood girl. Scandalous. You make it sound like I just want to burn it all down for no good reason. I said capable. That doesn't mean we have to do it. In fact, if we don't do it, then her worth as a bargaining chip is that much more. I just have to make sure Cecilia doesn't end up in the Pope's hands, or on that point at least, Anduin and I are aligned. Okay, there we go. A word of advice. I don't know what kind of tricks you've tried to play with Cecilia, but do not forget the promise you made to the guide. Thanks for the tip. I don't mind walking this path with you folks a little longer. Now, you'll have to excuse me. I have better places to be than a funeral. Oh, you bitch. Looks like they aren't all on the same wavelength. What worries me more is that there's a legatus involved. I'll take Cecilia and leave once the funeral's over. Oh, will you though? That's some wishful thinking, brother. That's some wishful thinking. Cecilia! Seniorism, the funeral will be starting soon. Oh, poor kid. Anduin, I don't care about your grand ideals, and I'm not interested in discussing faith with you. So once the funeral's over, I'm leaving with Cecilia. Where will you go? None of your concern. It's time to light the candles, Seniorism. Go, be with Cecilia. What are you gonna do, you sick fuck? The early spring mornings are still frigid here in Laterano. Sancta funerals are often accompanied by laughter, music, sweets, and occasional inconsequential explosion. The departed become one with the Holy Spirit and return to heaven. This is worthy of celebration. But there is another kind of Sancta funeral, unknown to other races. On a certain hour, on a certain day, a great sorrow will seize all Sancta by the throat. They will not be able to move, breathe, or avert their eyes. Each and every fragile soul will be swept away as if by the flood water of a broken dam. Yet neither the joy of the former nor the awesome power of the later can be found today in the Classeriguentum of Pagus Stefanus. We find only a frail girl, trying her hardest to swing the absurdly unwieldy shovel in her hands. A girl trying to shovel the last bit of dirt into her mother's resting place. Go, Cecilia, it's time to say goodbye. Oh, that's a typo, that must have meant say. Mama, what should I do? When I think to myself that I'm doing this for Mama, I don't feel scared or anything. I feel like I can do anything. It feels like I've gotten a little stronger since you've been gone. Is it because I got a little older? But Miss Reason says I won't get to see you anymore. Even if I grow up and grow even stronger, I won't see you again, right? When I do a good job, you won't be there to reward me. When I do something bad, you won't be there to be angry with me. So, why should I grow up? Mr. Frere says I'm doing your funeral and saying goodbye to you for myself. What does it mean to do something for myself? I'm scared, Mama. A few days ago, a pious lady that I don't know told me that whether we do it with tears and smiles, or smiles, the ones who are leaving us will accept our goodbyes. I don't get it. Mama, should I cry? Should I smile? Mr. Frere said it's a question for myself, but I don't know. There is no rush, Cecilia. You still have lots of time. Too bad then that yours just ran out. Oh, that was Fiammetta, wasn't it? Oh no, Muslima. Hey, been a while. I finally got you, Anduin. Muslima, Fiammetta, my dear old friends, long time no see. If you're here to mourn the dead, I'm afraid you came a little too late. That's alright. We can always make some more. Oh, come on. That's kinda rough, like, come on. Don't ruin the fun. Oh, fun, well, the funeral is not fun, don't ruin the occasion. Okay, so... Oh, they go that way. Oh, interesting. Oh, I should have made a choke point. I'm a fucking idiot. Give me a second to think how to position. Okay. Why can't I target there though? Okay. I can't tell, like, is this passable terrain or not? Or is, like, that blocked off? If that's blocked off, yeah, it's blocked off, let's go. Okay. So we are funneling everything we can. Oh shoot, not you, not you, not you, not you, not you, I don't have a heal. Okay, I don't have a heal. I need a heal. Oh. Okay. And something just go that way and like ruin my plans. I shouldn't group them up too much. Kinda just wanna block this off just to be safe. Okay, I need a mage. Okay. Oh fuck, they like prioritize those or what? Okay. Okay. Okay, that's gonna be rough, like if they take that though, I didn't think about that. Okay, I kind of feel like not that, but this. Wait, I can't heal that. I'm a fucking idiot. Can't heal that because of the way I positioned it. Okay. I need them to be in healing range. Okay. Okay, how do I deal with this? Like this. Come on, stop focusing her. Oh fuck, I messed it up. Boom. Okay, just take this. Okay, stun him. Okay. Can I like this? Can I like destroy this like that? Oh, I actually can. Let's go. Oh, that's the last one. Never mind. Never mind. I didn't see that was the last one. That's on me. Sorry about that. Don't know why, like my throat is just giving out. Okay. Cecilia, watch out! Mr. Hazel! Guys, we have to hold our ground. It's you, Cecilia isn't your bargaining chip. Hazel, give her to me. Hey, Hazel, what's the big idea? Don't tell me you're working with these. Oh. Heretics? Terrorists? Apostates? Are those the only names that the church can come up with? Out of the way, Patia. You're right, Fiametta. It's not easy to change the way someone thinks. That goes for both of us. Oh, are they both Mike? I forgot. Are they both Mike from the Brothers? That's kind of iconic. You have one on the, I guess, bad side, one of the quote-unquote good side. You look like you're doing well. Much thanks to you. You look like you've aged a lot though, guide. I have you to thank for that too. The gunshot wound took forever to heal. Not bad, definitely better than having her shoot you. That is true. Lemon almost died. I know. It was the better option over her bullet. Looks like that mental illness of yours hasn't gotten any better. Hey kid, you must be easy. Another regatta. What should I... Oh yeah, fallen angel. A fallen angel. Miss Fiametta, what's going on? Ah, you fell, of course. You shot at me. You can't feel anymore. So I use my eyes and to see, my mind to think. The little girl there is Cecilia, right? Miss, you have hearts, but you also have a halo. Are you a Sancta? Maybe. I don't exactly know, actually. Listen, Hazel, bring Cecilia over here. She'll be fine. I'm supposed to trust a fallen angel? I've gotta be more trustworthy than a pissed off library. Hey, you mean that bitch over there, right? Oh, come on. Enough with the insults. Mostima, we haven't finished her mother's funeral yet. Whoa, I almost brought into that. Both into that. Are you really such a dignified creature for this ecclesia requentum, Anduin? Mostima, did you follow me here just to catch up on old times? Hazel, have you made up your mind yet? Cecilia, we... Oh no. Miss Cecilia, you aren't done yet. Right. Anduin, you've got a decent crowd here. You brought so many with you just to get Cecilia? Oh, almost forgot. I have a message for you. It's from the guy in the lock and key. Oh, what's sealed within her then? Oh, your bravery is commendable, but you won't like the final answer. Thank you for that. I may not be fortunate enough to walk my path with it, but I benefited greatly from its opening my eyes all those years ago. Look at you. Are you sure you benefited? Only the wearer knows where the show pinches. Not good. Hazel, stand back. I thought I would have got you by surprise, or what? Can you believe it? I saw an ocean formed of faith. Oh, this is back at the Basilica, right? Oh, that concludes the report for this operation. Some of my colleagues present here involved in this incident. If you have anything to add, please do. Brothers and sisters, I propose we immediately declare a state of emergency across the entire city. Anduin is already enough trouble to deal with, but now we have a mixed blood Sancta on our hands too. Good night, Giovanni. The conference is set to open soon. Surely you know what that state of emergency would lead to panic among the envoys. Your Eminence, we face a dangerous element. If a little panic could solve the problem at hand, I consider that an easy win. His Holiness has been planning this conference for years, the Summit of Nations. It could be the key to Laterano's primacy in land as we know it. But now, a panic threatens to destroy this key. And how do you know what Anduin won't bring the conference to ruin if he'll even be? No need to worry, good night, Giovanni. We're talking about a group of desperate people with a future and a small girl of unknown background. Oren, how do you think we Lutherans have enjoyed peace for a millennium? It's because we stayed vigilant, taking no chances with such uncertainties. Even though Lutherans set off explosions on the streets day in and day out, huh? The way I see it, the Reverend Gunnight just might be looking for an opportunity to use that awe-inspiring but so often holstering gun of yours. I take pride in my gun. Got a problem with that? Please, this is urgent. May I continue? You may. I'm sure you all know that Mostim and I used to work with Anduin. The Anduin I know isn't the one to go off half-cooked. He wouldn't start a war without preparing for it, so even though he could sow chaos in Laterano, he wouldn't do it without reason. The only clue the Astray have given us so far is attempts on the mixed blood girl called Cecilia. We can summarize that taking her is their primary objective. And since they already have her in their possession, I think Anduin's next step is very likely to be exfiltrating Laterano. Therefore, I suggest we focus on two following points. First, we need to step up our border controls and deploy more guards on the crossings. We should also form a special elite squad to locate their hideout and bring Anduin in. Secondly, to be on the safe side. It would like the seventh tribunal to lead the investigation into whether the Astray have made contact with the visiting envoys to determine whether or not they are targeting the conference. As for the conference itself, proceed according to plan, right? That's what you have in mind, isn't it? We're just testing the waters anyway. Oh, I've got to say though, the cold buffet desserts are disgusting. The cactus tarts are an atrocity. I would like to see some improvements there. I think there's a certain charm to the taste. I agree with Muslim on that point, and that point alone. Blasphemy! I think they're delicious. Good night, Giovanni has spoken. I suppose we can all agree then? Agreed. Anything that Giovanni likes, you know is bound to be terrible. Oh, don't do my boy like that, come on. Muslim, belittling me again, are you? Please, my children, quiet down. I'm too old for all this bickering. The laws instruct us to face the unknown with goodwill. We mustn't treat fruit tarts with such scorn. And why am I unfamiliar with this law? I just followed this morning. Your Holiness, I'll go with your plan. Well, Giovanni, give Fiammetta all the help she needs. Anduin will make his way to his goal. I know how you feel, mate. I'm too old for this shit as well. My voice is cracking. I have trouble breathing. I cough. Phew! This is why I hate closed-door meetings. We spent 3 minutes on the main topic. The rest of the meeting was everyone babbling their stupid side conversations. Excuse me, senors, may I ask what the decision was? You're still here? I'm taking over the Anduin case. Thank you for your work the past couple days. You should head home and have some rest. I'll talk to the Densorian home later. Everything you've done will be written off as you helping us out. Miss Fiammetta, anything that comes after this is way beyond the boundaries of our authority and ability. Don't forget, you're still in training. I know you're worried about Cecilia, but I'm taking over the case, and that's the best case scenario you could have hoped for. Miss Fiammetta, are you friends with this fallen angel? And the both of you are familiar with Anduin? That's right. Is that your answer to both of these questions? We aren't familiar, we're nemesis. But don't worry, I won't take it out on Cecilia. I don't really understand what's going on with her this morning, but she's still a kid. What about you? You stayed there for 2 whole days. Did anyone say anything to you? Just a bunch of heretical nonsense. I suggest you forget all of it then. You still have your whole life ahead of you, right? Go home and take a couple days off. Then keep up with your good work at the Notorian home. You are pretty qualified for the job if you ask me. Cherish your life, you know. Life in Laterano is precious. Even I look back on it fondly sometimes. I left. My life. Right, unlike them, I'm just a regular nobody. Okay, let's clock out. It's gonna bother you, mate. I can see it. Oh, why did you come here? Or did they come back here? The Pontifica Commodores have taken over the border checkpoints and the apostolic knights are keeping an eye out for us too. We won't be making it out anytime soon. We have a safe house, but still... I can't get in touch with Warren either, damn it. No matter, we can wait. Cecilia? Do you regret your decision? I don't know. But if I went with Miss Fiammetta, she would have taken me to the Basilica, right? I still haven't figured out my goodbye to Mama. It's okay, Cecilia. You still have lots of time to think. Mr. Freya, there was a lady with horse and a halo in the Ecclesia Requentum just now. Is she a Sancta? Maybe, maybe not. It's up to her to decide. I thought Sancta are Sancta? That's true for most of us. But some people get to choose, or perhaps I should say they don't have a choice but to choose, because of some unfortunate circumstances. Okay, so you're telling me this, how I take it, until this far. Like, I'm not too deep on the lore or anything, like I haven't even finished the main story. I wanna finish the main story, but I get to that. You are fucking telling me that Sancta and Sarkas are the same race. If I can, like, think of it as that, like, for them to even be able for a half-breed to exist, they must have the same root. and they can like switch from one state to another. So this is just my humble opinion. So you're telling me the oh high and mighty Sancta and the poor devils, the Sarkas, are involved for this long, even though they're the same beings. Fundamentally. How fucked up is this world? Incidentally, you have to choose, Cecilia. As for whether that is fortunate or not, no one can tell. Can the Sancta be with us with the Sarkas? Of course they can, you are the living proof. But I'm causing everyone out of trouble, right? Even Mr. Hazel. If you're always worrying about everything, you won't get anything done. People will always fight, neither gentleness nor understanding can stop that. A lot of times when people fight, it's not because one side is right and one side is wrong, it's because the thing that both sides have to do conflicts with each other. In other words, the thing that you and I need to do are different, and that means we're in somebody else's way. Why can't we go the same way together? Because for a lot of people, the path that they take is determined by the path itself. For example, the Sancta and the Sarkas, no one can say why the two sides fought each other at first, but the hatred between them has paved the road for everyone. Can't we choose our own path? We can, Cecilia, but it's not that simple. If you want to leave the path you are on and find a new path forward, you must first make your way through a boundless wilderness. It's vast and empty there. You might never find a new path even if you give up everything you've ever known. Then, why do we still have to look? Right. Why do we have to look? Maybe it's because that's what we want. What we want, is that so important? It's the only thing we still have. Mr. Fire, can I ask you a question? Go ahead. What is it that you want? Cecilia, can I tell you a little story? Sure, Mr. Fire, go ahead. Many years ago, when I was still young, I ran into some setbacks and then I left. Where did you go? Anywhere. I traveled everywhere. There was a place I stayed for a while. It was a very small town and it felt a little like my hometown. But it was even more run down. Life was tough for everyone there. Huh? That doesn't sound like Materano. Once I passed by the town's pub, I came across a humming drunkard. He threw up all over me and insisted that I tripped him and that I should pay for his drink. Everyone in the pub, no, everyone in town laughed at him and cursed at him. Those who were scared of him avoided him. Everyone called him a dirty, filthy moron, a lowlife, a sick scumbag. He was a sarcasm. They never chased him out of town, however. He kept living from one day to the next, doing little odd jobs. Then, on one windy, rainy day and night, when no one would go outside, the church bell started to ring. It was an alarm, and it woke everyone up. There were some bad people in town. It was lucky that the bells woke everyone. It was hard, but we chased the bad people away. No one knew who rang the bells, and we all thought it was a miracle. Oh, you're telling me that the sarcasm rang the bell. I headed in the direction of the bell tower and reached the ways beyond. There, I found the church watchman digging a grave. Next to him was a cart, and in it a tin coffin with a sarcasm drunkard inside, wounded all over. I started to help digging. The watchman kept complaining as he dug. He said he was saving the casket for his mother and it was a waste to give it to a sarcas. Then he complained he'd have to bury the sick sarcas. The watchman said that not long after the bell started ringing, the sarcas came and knocked on his door, telling him to run, before the man died at his doorstep. The watchman said that since he saw it was about to rain, he couldn't bear seeing the sarcas men sleep on the streets, and so he let him into the bell tower for the night. He kept complaining and kept digging. Then, when he was finished, he stood in front of the grave and sang a song that the drunkard always used to sing, even though he didn't remember how the second half went. In the end, he complained a little more and poured half a bottle on the grave. The winds through hills on high tailed the hero's far-flung stride over long ways long, over briars and thorns. Sorry, I don't remember it either. That's the song that Mama and Rosella taught me. So, the sarcasm man rang the bell. I think he did. So he was the hero that saved everyone. Maybe. I don't know if someone like him can be called a hero, but I think most people probably wouldn't call him one. Wouldn't want to call him one. Maybe he was just trying to help the Watchmen who helped him. What about you, Mr. Pryor? Do you think he was a hero? What is a hero, Cecilia? I thought about it for a long time, but I know that the answer to this question doesn't tell us who the Sarcasm Man was. Rather, it tells us who I am. I don't think he himself climbed up the bell tower to be a hero, but it doesn't matter if we sing his praise, look at him with scorn, or even forget about him. None of that changes anything about him anymore. All the questions that pondered have nothing to do with him, only me. Why did I witness this? What does it mean to me? How is it going to guide me forward? It is always the living core question. But I keep thinking and thinking, what if he didn't do what he did? What if he did it, but led the fanatics, the bad people, to the bell tower? What if the townspeople couldn't fend the bad people off after they got woken up? And what if he even died on the bell tower and no one ever found him? There are no guaranteed successes and there are no choices that are certain to be right. So I came to these conclusions. On that rainy night, he climbed up the bell tower because he wanted to. It's the most straightforward conclusion out of someone's stubborn goodwill. Whether that's true or not doesn't concern him. He was a hero, no different from the hero in the song. The winds through hills on high, tames the hero's far-flung stride. Over long ways long, over briars and thorns. Everyone starts. I want to hear the whole song. Their quiet singing drifts throughout the room. I feel peace in this Lateran evening, a peace that I have not known for a long time. Are you thinking something, Mr. Pryor? No, nothing at all. Thank you, Cecilia. You're looking at something. Is that a bell tower? It's Laterano's bell tower, a very, very old tower made of stone. I often went there when I was still living in Laterano. It was so close to heaven. Heaven? Is that where Mama is? If that's where you wish for her to be, that's where she is. Mr. Frere, could you help me with something? Poor child, just lost her mother. It sucks so fucking much, dude. Okay, so we have 3 more. We have 3 more. Oh, we got him actually. Best trainee, let's go. Mr. Enforcer. Yeah, welcome. Call me Enforcer. Yeah, welcome. Welcome, Mason, welcome. Okay, I have to get 3 more things. I don't like this music. 420, let's go! It's making me kinda... I'm not sad, just... I don't know. Okay, 2, 6, 8... Okay, that's gonna take a while to complete, but I do wanna... You know, I probably won't use it when I think about it. How long will the events last for? How many? 8 more days. I'll have to grind up the tokens and stuff. I can't leave it like this. Oh, what's this? What are desserts? Wait, and what's this? Oh, the mission. So I got confused there for a sec. Let's get 2 of these, sure. What a shame though. Okay, we got Hazel, kinda sweet. Okay, let's like do 2 more on this one. Why not? Okay, 4-star. Hi, perfumer, welcome. Have you ready? And nothing. Same. Still good enough. Okay, also let me like... It's like 20 minutes, but yeah, let's do it, fuck it. Oh, I have so many of them, let's go through that. Let's see if we get any like 5 stars out of this. Okay, Orchid. Why wouldn't I like do it if I had the stuff? Watashi wa Feng. I think. Let's see if we can like get lucky and get like maybe one more. Probably not even inventing like or so. Okay, refresh. Okay. Okay, let's just get those. Okay, it's Popcar. Hi, hi. I'll be getting Orchid for quite a bit on time. Okay. 10, so 9, 8. 11 stuff, sweet. Okay. Oh, another lava, let's go. Okay. Five. Okay. Oh, me. Okay, sure. Hi, hi. Huh? Okay. That's like 4. 3. Okay. 3, 2. Okay. Okay, not bad. Just go with that. Oh yeah, I did it. I forgot I did that one first. Okay, let's go. Okay. さてさてさて。Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, who is it? Yes, 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 fucking yes, 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 yes. Okay, okay, thank you, game. Fucking thank you, game. Okay, this is fucking amazing. Like, I streamed Monster Hunter today, and I was talking with Mona. I had the top operator tag, and I was like, I pray to God it's Silver Ash. I wanna get another Silver Ash. Just to annoy people with him. Yes. Fucking yes. Yes. I couldn't be happier, I swear to Lord. I have more of these feet. I couldn't be fucking happier. Let's go. Look at this. Potential 3. Yes. Yo, yes. I couldn't be fucking happier, I swear to more. Okay, so I did want to do something else, brain, please work. What could I have wanted to do? Oh yeah, just do the... That's why I was here. Let's collect for those. Yeah, I couldn't be any happier, I swear to Lord. Yo, yes, 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 yes. Oh, what are the odds? Oh, I can't be happier. Let's go. Haha, darling. Okay, that's some good. Yeah, I feel like leaving the last 3, or well, if I can do the last 3 stages for tomorrow. So yeah, that's gonna be it then for Arc Knights. I'm gonna end the stream a lot more because I have some real-life stuff that need to be done. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a nice whatever it is, and bye bye.